LeBron James' wife and 2 associates named in federal PED investigation story that just recently came out, and it's got a lot of people saying, is LeBron doing GH, is young growth hormone? Is this the Lance Armstrong story that's about to come out, and they're going to strip him of all these different accolades that he has?
The world understood what LeBron did. Like, other basketball players will hear what LeBron does and go, well, yeah, but that doesn't matter, right? It's like a baseball player. You're hitting a stick out of the way. It doesn't matter. It's like, no. If you knew what these performance enhancers did, then you would know why it does matter.
What do you think he's
There's
doing?
only one. We have the same drug guy, if you will. I know exactly what he's doing.
Bronny get a bucket on Bron right now?
Yeah, he can get a bucket on
No
Bron
way.
right
Nope.
now.
Nope.
Yeah, he can get a bucket.
No way. Nope.
Man, come on, that little dude explosive, bro.
He is, but you seen his dad? His dad on that balcony. He on that new juice.
ain't
That
sliding like he used to.
An MMA legend just dropped a bomb that could shatter the greatest basketball legacy of our time. This wasn't a mistake or some joke gone too far. Chael Sonnen, a man who knows the dark side of performance enhancement better than almost anyone, just exposed what he claims LeBron James has been doing for years. And he didn't keep it vague. He named the substances, explained how they work, and then hit with the biggest claim of all. Sonnen said he and LeBron shared the same supplier. Not allegedly, not I heard. He said it straight to camera with zero hesitation.
There's only one. We have the same drug guy, if you will. I know exactly what he's doing.
That kind of statement doesn't just stir gossip, it destroys reputations. It's the type of claim that ends up in documentaries, replayed for decades, yet LeBron hasn't said a single word back, not one. But before we unpack what Sonnen revealed, you need to understand why this hits differently from all the other rumors floating around for years. Sonnen isn't some bitter ex-athlete chasing clout. He's a former UFC fighter who's lived inside that world. He's admitted to using enhancements, exposed others who have, and talked about the secret systems behind it all. When Sonnen talks about PEDs, he's not theorizing. He's speaking from real, inside experience. That's why his words about LeBron carry so much weight. This isn't some podcast host throwing shade or a jealous ex-player talking trash.
I don't care how you take care of your body, or rather, one of the ways you take care of your body. The fact that LeBron James has taken very few games off this season, not like last season, 2 seasons ago, when he mysteriously in the offseason lost like 30 pounds of muscle mass and didn't look the same and didn't play the same.
Paleo diet.
Brolic. And
Sonnen's built a reputation for truth, no matter how uncomfortable it gets. He's not pushing a new show, he's not looking to trend. He's stating what he claims is fact. And that's what makes this situation so dangerous for LeBron's image. When someone with Sonnen's history speaks this boldly, people listen, the media listens, and the narrative flips from could it be true to when will it be proven. That's exactly what just happened, and there's no walking that back. So what did Sonnen actually say? He didn't just drop the word steroids and bounce. He broke down a full protocol, something he called the Big Three. He described each step like he was reading from a manual: EPO, growth hormone, and testosterone. According to Sonnen, it's the same exact combo Lance Armstrong used, the Lance Armstrong diet, as he called it.
LeBron James on steroids?
No.
You don't think so?
I don't think so. He invests like $1 million into his body every year, I think.
New evidence came out suggesting that the NBA tried covering up the link between LeBron and the biogenesis investigation.
I don't know what that is. That's a lot of big words.
It's like HGH, growth hormones.
Gotcha.
It's a little suspicious to me.
If you're playing for that long at that caliber of play, there's going to be questions.
He's jump shooting, he's driving, he's taking hits, he's dunking over people.
Yeah, there's always going to be questions. I think that he's just a different type of human, but I hope that this isn't true.
But no one's ever done it.
But the technology and the procedures like to maintain your body hasn't been this good.
He even explained why it's so effective, not just for strength or faster recovery, but for endurance. The kind of stamina that lets you go full speed all night long without breaking down. The ability to be just as explosive in the fourth quarter as you were in the first. That's what separates legends from the rest. That's what Sonnen called the Lance Armstrong diet, and it's wild. Let's break down what these substances actually do, because once you understand the science, these accusations hit even harder. First up, EPO, which Sonnen called the king of performance enhancers. It boosts your red blood cell count. More red blood cells means more oxygen flowing through your body. More oxygen means you don't gas out. You can sprint up and down the court non-stop. No heavy legs, no fatigue. You're just as explosive at the end of the game as you were at the tip-off.
Follows the big three. The big three is EPO, growth hormone, testosterone. That's the Lance Armstrong diet. There's one goal.
For a 40-year-old still dominating in the NBA, That's not just helpful, it's priceless. Then there's growth hormone. It keeps recovery fast and muscle mass solid even as your body ages. Testosterone adds energy, helps maintain strength, and keeps your body lean and sharp. Now, combine all three, and you've basically given your body a full upgrade. Recovery overnight, power that doesn't fade, and the stamina to outlast anyone half your age. Sound familiar? It should, because that's exactly what LeBron's been doing. Playing 70-plus games a season at 40 and still looking fresh when most legends were done by their mid-30s. Jordan couldn't do that. Kobe couldn't either. Magic retired at 32. Yet LeBron's still out here jumping like it's 2013. According to Sonnen, it's not genetics or some magic workout plan. It's the big three.
There's only one golfer.
Please tell.
There's only one golfer. I'm not going to, but there's only one golfer that follows the big three. The big three is EPO, growth hormone, testosterone. That's the Lance Armstrong diet. There's one golfer, but it's Tiger Woods. Like, yes, it does matter. People will say it all the time, it doesn't matter. John Daly won it. It's like, it matters. Trust me that it matters. EPO matters. It's the reason LeBron takes it. It matters. And if other basketball has understood what it did, EPO increases your red blood cells, which gives you endurance so you can play all game long. You can shoot in the fourth
More
quarter
red blood
just like
cells,
you
more
shot in the
oxygen
fourth
in your
minute.
red blood cells. Okay,
Yes.
got you.
It's the king of performance enhancers.
And here's where things go from shocking to explosive. Sonnen didn't just describe what LeBron's allegedly taking. He said they had the same supplier. That's not rumor talk, that's firsthand knowledge. Think about that. He's not saying I heard from someone. He's saying he personally used the same source LeBron did. That's a claim you don't make lightly, because if it's false, it's lawsuit territory. Yet Sonnen said it anyway, calm and confident, like he was reading a stat sheet. Then he dropped another name, Tiger Woods. Sonnen said there's only one golfer on the Big Three protocol, and that's Tiger. Suddenly, this isn't just about LeBron. It's about the entire world of elite athletes and how some might stay dominant long after their primes should have ended. Sonnen basically ripped the curtain wide open on a system that's been hiding in plain sight. And now that it's out, you can't unsee it. Every time LeBron plays 40 minutes without slowing down, you'll think of EPO. Every dunk over a 20-year-old, you'll think of growth hormone and testosterone.
Bron was better.
Miami Heat Bron.
Miami Heat Bron.
Miami Heat.
I'm going this Cavs Bron because this Cavs Bron had a 3.
Man, y'all crazy. Miami Heat Bron
we ever seen. I ain't gonna lie.
he was on steroids, bro. He had to sit out. He was on steroids for real.
Not give you
like legit was on steroids, bro. Allegedly, but like he had to sit out. But y'all remember when they told him like
There goes the Clutch Sports allegations.
Y'all remember that though?
Nah.
When they was like, he got everybody, they started testing for HGH, and they was like, yo, and he had to sit out. Like he said his back was hurt, and he sat out for like 3 weeks, and he came back skinny. This is just, I was in the league, I remember. And he came back in, he was crazy though.
Nah, that might have been the best Bron, bro. At Miami,
Bro,
so crazy.
Every game he finishes looking untouched. You'll remember Sonnen's words, the big three. And once you start looking at the numbers, it's hard to ignore. LeBron's in his 23rd season, age 40, still playing at an all-NBA level. Last year, 70 games, and he went 71 for 71 on dunks. Perfect, not one miss. That's unheard of for anyone, let alone someone who's been in the league for 2 decades. Compare that to the greats. Jordan retired at 38 looking exhausted. Kobe's last season at 37, painful to watch. But LeBron, he's rewriting the rules of aging right before our eyes. And now, people are asking why. Every legend in basketball has hit that wall. Jordan's body broke down by his late 30s. He could barely move. Magic Johnson had to retire at 32 because his body just couldn't keep up. Kareem made it to 39, but by then, he was averaging 10 points a game, playing a supporting role. It's the same story for every all-time great. Dominance in their 20s and early 30s, then the natural decline hits. The speed fades, the recovery slows, and the injuries pile up. That's human biology. Your joints stiffen, your muscles take longer to heal, and that explosive power disappears. But somehow, LeBron James at 40 seems immune to all of it. He's still flying down the court, still logging 70-plus games a season, still dominating in crunch time like he's 28. 24 points, 8 boards, 8 assists per game. That's not supposed to happen naturally at that age. No one in basketball history has done this. And according to Chael Sonnen, there's a reason for that. And it's not genetics or clean living. But here's where it gets even messier. It's not just Sonnen making these claims. The people around LeBron keep raising eyebrows too. Start with Tristan Thompson, LeBron's longtime teammate and close friend. In 2024, Thompson got hit with a suspension for violating the NBA's performance-enhancing drug policy. That's someone from LeBron's inner circle. They've trained together, traveled together, shared the same workout teams, and Thompson got caught. Then there's Jeff Teague, the former All-Star, who went on his podcast and flat out said LeBron was on steroids back in the Miami Heat days. Teague recalled when LeBron missed weeks with a back injury, then came back suddenly looking leaner, sharper, like his body had been reset overnight. Even Brian Windhorst, one of the reporters closest to LeBron, mentioned way back in 2014 that LeBron took a mysterious 2-week break, then returned faster and stronger than before. And Kevin Garnett has made cryptic comments for years that hinted something deeper might be going on behind the scenes. Now, Chael Sonnen has connected all those dots, adding first-hand details and insider knowledge. When this many people from this many circles say similar things, the smoke's too thick to ignore. At some point, you have to wonder if there's really a fire burning under it all. And if so, that fire could torch everything LeBron's built over 2 decades. And LeBron's silence? It's deafening. Sonnen's out here claiming they shared a drug supplier. His own friend got suspended, others are dropping hints. Yet LeBron hasn't said a single word. No statement, no tweet, no interview, nothing. Complete radio silence. But when someone posts a meme of him looking homeless or pregnant, his lawyers jump in instantly with cease and desist letters. Think about that. He takes legal action over memes but stays silent when accused of using illegal substances. That's wild. That's not how someone innocent acts. That's how someone acts when speaking might make things worse. Because once you deny something publicly, you're locked in forever. If evidence ever drops later that proves otherwise, you're done. And maybe LeBron's team knows that better than anyone. Once your credibility cracks, it's over. But if you stay quiet, you can always pretend the rumors aren't worth your time. You act unbothered, above it all. That's the legal move, not the moral one. And that's exactly what LeBron's doing, with Clutch Sports working behind the scenes. LeBron's agency isn't just powerful, it's connected to everything. They've got athletes, networks, podcasters, and journalists on speed dial. When bad press starts building, the phone calls start flying. Quiet pressure. Friendly reminders about access that could vanish if someone digs too deep. This isn't conspiracy. It's standard media control in 2025. The biggest agencies protect their stars like politicians protect power. So when Jeff Teague suddenly backtracked on his steroids comments and said he was just joking, was that really his idea? Or did someone advise him it would be smarter to walk it back? When other players suddenly stopped talking about it, coincidence? Probably not. Clutch Sports has mastered controlling the narrative, and nobody in sports does it better. But here's the catch. You can't control the internet. Not anymore. Sonnen's interview is already out there, duplicated millions of times across every platform. You can't erase it. It's in the algorithm forever. And once people hear something that explosive, you can't make them unhear it. Now, every time LeBron does something incredible at age 40, the thought will creep in. Is that natural? When he plays through an injury that would bench younger players, fans won't be impressed, they'll be suspicious. Once that seed of doubt gets planted, it grows on its own. And if even one piece of proof ever comes out, one message, one leaked receipt, one whistleblower, it's game over. The whole empire collapses. His entire legacy turns from greatness to question marks. Because now, LeBron's story isn't just about basketball, it's about truth. Was it real or was it enhanced? If it's ever proven that PEDs fueled that longevity, everything changes. The all-time scoring record, meaningless. 4 championships, tainted, 2 decades of dominance, just an illusion with an asterisk. Look at Barry Bonds, one of baseball's greatest, yet banned from the Hall of Fame. Lance Armstrong, 7 Tour de France titles erased overnight. Those men didn't just lose their records, they lost their names. Their legacies turned into cautionary tales. And that's the cliff LeBron's standing on right now. If Sonnen's claims ever get backed by evidence, that's the path ahead. Scandals, investigations, documentaries about lies instead of victories. Maybe that's why the Lakers are stalling. Maybe that's why front offices aren't rushing to extend him despite elite numbers. Executives talk to doctors, trainers, and agents. They hear whispers the public doesn't. And if there's even a chance this story ends in disgrace, no team wants to be holding that contract when it happens. So now, LeBron's being treated like an expiring asset. 1 more year, then we're done. No extensions, no long-term deals, just let him play it out and quietly move on. That's not how you treat a legend with an untouchable legacy. That's how you handle someone who might become a problem. Chael Sonnen didn't just drop accusations, he opened the floodgates. By speaking with detail and personal knowledge, he's given everyone else permission to come forward. And once that door opens, there's no closing it again. The whispers that used to float quietly around NBA locker rooms are now turning into full-blown conversations. More ex-players could finally step up and reveal what they've seen. More insiders might decide that truth matters more than keeping access. And for the first time ever, the media can cover this as a real story, not some wild conspiracy theory. Everything's changed because someone with actual credibility finally said out loud what everyone else only dared to think. And once that happens, there's no going back. The noise only gets louder, the spotlight only gets hotter, and the pressure only builds. Unless LeBron has flawless control over every single detail of his routine, something will eventually leak. The timing couldn't be worse. He's stepping into what might be his final season. The Lakers are acting like they're already planning life without him. Trade rumors are non-stop. And now, thanks to Chael Sonnen, the performance enhancement conversation has gone from vague gossip to a serious, detailed accusation that the whole sports world can't ignore. This isn't some online hater tossing shade. This is an MMA veteran who lived inside that world saying, I know what he's doing because I've done it too. That hits different. And if just one piece of proof drops, one leaked document, one source who decides to talk, LeBron's entire story flips overnight. Not the greatest of all time, but the biggest scandal in basketball history. And history always catches up. Secrets don't stay buried forever. People talk, receipts surface, and trails get traced. The bigger the star, the more eyes are watching. And LeBron has been under the brightest lights for over 20 years. If there's something to uncover, someone will uncover it. And when that happens, Chael Sonnen will be remembered as the man who sounded the alarm, the one who dared to say it when no one else would. The real question isn't if the truth comes out, it's when. And when it does, will LeBron's empire survive the fallout? Hit that like button, drop your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe. Because this story's just heating up and the next chapter is going to shake the entire sports world.